So, welcome to tonight's live. I'm excited about this topic, but I'm really excited about every topic that I come on and talk about because it is all in the interest of helping you snatch your freedom, right? Leave corporate, be able to build legacy and do what you need to do. So, we're going to be talking about how to decide. Chris is on. Yes, chat is working. Chris, hello. So, we're going to be talking about how to decide what to launch. And this is an interesting topic because there are some of you who are in the territory of clueless. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure what I should be launching, but I know I need to do something. And then there are those of you that have an abundance of ideas, like an abundance so much so that it's distracting you from taking action, right? And having your progress go forward. And hello to Lisa. Hello, Cassandra. Ladies, welcome. So we are going to be talking about those of you really that are in that abundance of ideas category. So when I talk about how to decide what to launch, it's going to be from that standpoint of sifting through all those different ideas to be able to get to what is the right thing that you should be doing. So when I thought about this topic, there really are three things. So there are three things that I would consider. And for those of you, Janelle, hello to you. For those of you that are new here, I typically stay on for about 20 minutes. And as we go forward, if there are questions that you have, anything like that, go ahead and drop it in the chat as we go. And also hello to Bartisha. So go ahead and drop it into the chat as we go along here. So, all right, so how to decide what to launch. So here's the first thing that's really important. I always consider this important. And so those of you that coach with me, and there's at least three of you right now on the line, you know that I talk about this consistently. It's about impact and being aligned with the impact that you want to make in the world. So one of the first criteria that I would utilize as you're sifting through this abundance of things is, does this idea that I'm thinking about align with my impact, align with kind of how I see myself showing up in the world and the people that I want to serve and how I want to see them go through their transformation? I will tell you this. So at one point in time, I had an offer that was helping folks. It wasn't just women. It was helping folks make a career change. That was something I had a lot of experience in doing, had done it successfully, all this other stuff. And so it was helping them make a career change. And I had launched out an offer with another person that I was collaborating with. And almost the entire time, I just felt some kind of way about doing this offer. And this other person was a career coach, fantastic person, has become a good friend to this day. And so this was his lane all day, like helping people change careers. And while it was something I was good at and was kind of like, oh, okay, well, I can do this, I can offer this, I felt some kind of way because I knew that impact that I wanted to make wasn't in helping people find another job. Like I didn't want to help people get into another situation that I myself at the time was trying to get out of. Like my thing was entrepreneurship. And so when I talk about aligning with your impact, for me, it didn't feel completely aligned because I just felt like, all right, so I'm helping people get into a situation that ultimately I'm telling them, no, I don't want you to do that. And so I kept trying to find ways to just slip in entrepreneurship, and it was odd. So align with your impact. That's one of the first factors for you to consider, all right? The second one is for you to really think about, is there a need for this thing that I want to launch? And this is a serious, crucial one. Like you're not getting anywhere without getting this figured out. And this is at the heart of business. Remember, and I've talked about this in previous lives, people either exit pain or they enter pleasure. And so when you think about this thing that you want to launch, yeah, you want to make sure you're meeting some criteria there, but you also want to make sure that it's meeting a need in the world. And so one of the quick ways that you can do this and just do a quick Google test. So if there is something in particular that you're thinking about launching and you're not sure whether or not there's a need for it, type a few keywords in the Google. Now, let me give you an example. I have been looking in the last 24 to 48 hours. I can't even like embarrassingly show you what my nails look like right now. In the last 24 to 48 hours, I have been looking for a mobile nail tech. Now, I can go to the nail salon, but sometimes it's just at a certain point in time, you just start to realize like, I could save time if this person could just show up at my house or whatever it is. And so let's say that that was a business that I wanted to have, right? Let's just say I could easily throw into Google just mobile nail tech. And if I see that there are businesses popping up all over the place, right? In the search results, I'm seeing there are people offering this. In the ads, I'm seeing there are people offering this. That's a good indication that there is a market for the thing that I want to launch. So that would be the second criteria I would apply. So again, first, does this even align with the impact I want to make? And that assumes that you know your impact. You're going to want to figure that out. And the second thing is, hey, is there a need for this thing I'm thinking about? And I'm going to say this particular point. So being able to know your impact and being passionate about the impact that you want to make is one thing, and it's important. But you have to be careful in letting your passion drive too much of your business decision, okay? Because again, people either exit pain or they enter pleasure. These are some fundamental business ideals. So no matter how passionate you are, no matter how deep your impact is, you have to be able to connect those two things together, the need and the impact. All right. If you are with me so far, just type a yes in the chat. Yes, yep, emoji, whatever you want to do, so I know that you're with me. And Ashley, hello. So just type a yep in the chat so that I know you're with me. And then we will go on to the next one, the third one. All right. So this third one, and this third one really is, it's the last one here. And I love this one because if you've seen any of my stuff, if you follow me on Instagram, if you've seen any of the videos, even any of the lives here, I talk a lot about speed because it's important. And I'm a lean startup girl, and this is a concept I have taught to over 600 at many corporations. And it's about how you go from that thing you want to launch to actually being able to execute it quickly. So the question that you want to ask yourself, right, as you're deciding, should I go forward with this or should I not, is, are you ready for this? Like, hold on to your seatbelts. So the question that you're going to want to ask is, would you be able to start selling this thing within a week? I really like to go shorter than a week, but within a week. And if you hearing me say that, you're like, what? A week? What? Hold on, stop. So here's the deal. And I say this especially for this group. So this doesn't necessarily apply in every situation, but for this group, this applies heavily. And I say that because you are in the position of wanting to exit corporate, snatch hold of your time, your talent, your identity, and raise your own business, right? You're in the place of wanting to move somewhere quickly. And when you want to do that, you need to be able to understand, well, how can I move there the fastest? And one of the ways to do that is by launching service-based businesses, because those tend to be the ones that you can launch within a week. They don't have the overhead. They don't necessarily have all the heavy lifting that you need to have, spend a ton of time creating a course, or, spend a ton of time getting inventory to sell something on Shopify, or finding drop shippers or whatever. You don't have that with the service-based business. So it makes it very easy for you to go from, okay, I have this idea, to, okay, I'm ready to start getting clients. So, and that's something that I advise for this group, and that's why I teach it. So, those of you that are coaching with me currently, that this is the path that I teach, is service-based businesses. and not just service-based businesses, but service-based at a price point, which is high ticket, that gets you where you want to go, out the door, sustaining your life of freedom, that type of thing. So those are essentially the three things that I do have for you all today. Now, if there are any questions, I'll hang on for just a second here. I'm just checking the time. Yeah, if there are any questions, go ahead and type them in the chat. And let me scroll down here because I realize that my chat is not scrolling automatically. There we go. All right. Okay. And I see that everybody is with me. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, awesome. So again, I'll do a quick recap. So these three, when you're talking about how to decide what to launch, and again, this assumes that you have endless ideas. And I'll tell you like this, if you are like me, I'm one of those people that has no shortage of ideas. And I know that there are a lot of you out there. And again, there are some of you that do have a shortage of ideas and need a bit more direction, and that's fine too. But this is particularly targeted at those of you that ideas just come to you when you blink. Okay, so that first thing is checking for alignment. Does it align with the impact that you want to make in the world? I take that to heart to be so important. And not everybody believes that's important, right? In fact, I just did a podcast interview with a fantastic, fantastic guy that's going to come in on when Ambition, Honey, and Hustle comes back in January. Season 3 comes back. But hardcore business guy, where it doesn't really matter. Impact doesn't really matter, right? Just show me the numbers altogether. Just different types of entrepreneurs. But I'm a strong believer in that impact because of the fulfillment. And I don't want to live a life of just dollars. I want to live a life of impact and fulfillment and passion and dollars. I take that too, but have them all together. So that's the first one. The second one, what did I say? Oh, the second one, is there really a need? So making sure you know that the thing that you have to offer, use a quick Google test. Are other people selling something in this space? Is there a need for the thing that I'm thinking about? And then the last thing, can you sell it within a week? Okay. So that is all that I have for you all today. So I'm going to let you go, and I'm just checking the chat. I don't see any questions in the chat. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. So I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a fantastic evening, and talk to you again very, very soon.